What's going on, you guys? Your boy Bird. Welcome to the ALL-iN podcast. We got my co-host
Slim, a.k.a. Mr. Rogadega.
Yes, sir. Special guest today. This is my boy right here. Introduce yourself.
Well, I am the creator and owner of A Toast to Life podcast.
Yep.
Everybody calls me Dusko, or everybody calls me A Toast to Life. So appreciate you guys, man, for the invite.
I have you saved as Dusko, so I was like, I don't know what you want to do. But, yo, thanks for being here,
Appreciate
bro. For
you,
real.
man. Thank you guys, man. Appreciate you guys.
This is our first guest on our pod, and I literally was happy that you're down to do this, bro.
Came heavy.
Yeah.
You know what? The conversation I had yesterday was like, you came on our podcast about 2 years ago when there was no necessity, I always say, but you gave us an opportunity to share your story and share your journey. So when this came about, it was like, nah, bro, we got to make it happen.
Yeah, bro.
You came on mine when we were up and coming, and I got to return the favor.
Appreciate that. That's love right there. And, bro, I was excited about this because it's like we were talking a little before this episode, you know, what a podcast should be, you know, and I love watching your guys' content, bro. Since I met you, always watched it. I've always looked at some of your content and been like, dang, that made me feel type of way.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? And you guys are killing it, bro. If you guys don't know, they have a very, very successful podcast, and this is how I kind of met him. I hopped on his episode or his podcast a few years back, and you know, I was like, how long? 2 years, right?
About 2 years, yeah.
Because we were hop on our pod.
We were in the old studio, and again, it's just up and coming, man. I think in the podcast journey, you never know what episode's ever gonna hit. Like we're 176.
Damn.
176 episodes in.
Wow.
But I mean, we drop every Monday, and I would honestly say we didn't get that big break until like episode 120.
Sheesh.
But it's
Consistency pays off.
Consistency and time, bro.
Yeah, and I know that conversation we had on that episode, it was just life, parenting, and you know, I think when you're surrounded by people that are just motivated, the conversation is endless.
Yeah.
We just get to have the pleasure of putting it on camera for the next hour, 2 hours, and hopefully it helps somebody or motivates somebody.
Hell yeah.
So
I wanted to ask you so you could explain to our subs too, and you know, we could kind of get to know a little more is, you know, what's the whole reasoning behind your pod? Like, what's the angle? Like, how was it created? And, you know, what's the meaning behind your guys' pod?
yeah, so A Toast to Life got created about 3 years ago. And this was like right after COVID. This was when everybody's still at home going through mental health, you know, depression, anxiety, because everybody's stuck at home. Yeah. Either the people that were out working or they were just working from home. And I just started seeing, like, I'm a big fan of Inky Johnson, Eric Thomas. At that time, I Am Athlete podcast. I'm like, damn, these people are saying the same things that I know of. I was a coach at that time for high school, and I'm like, I'm already having these conversations. What? I could be that. I want to be known. I want to be famous. I want to get these 100 million views. Like, I can make this shit happen.
Dope. That's fine.
So fast forward, shout out to my mother and my kids, man. She's the one that got me my first camera, my Canon T8i. And she's like, hey, I know what you want to do. I'm gonna give you the boost. Say less. Got my. I didn't know, bro. Honestly. I'm one of those that I'm just impulsive.
Yeah.
I need this, and at the end of the day, I don't even use them. Yeah. So my whole overall goal, is still to this day, is I want to help motivate. I want to help heal some people. I want to use the power of conversation to put into perspective all these topics that us as men, us as a culture, just don't really talk about.
Right.
Mental health. Suicide, you know, unfortunately I lost one of my close brothers to suicide. And, you know, as dads, as men, like, we go through so many silent battles, but we got to put on a smile and we got to put on that good hat, and I got to work.
Yeah.
Fuck how we feel.
Yeah.
But us is, I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it out there, whether people like it or not. There's going to be people that resent with it.
Yeah.
So the power of podcast, man, is that you can have $1 million conversation, and because we have it on video, now we get to give it out to other people to use it, man. And luckily, man, we went from 0 followers on Instagram to now 240,000. We went from having 0 on TikTok to having now 507,000.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But I mean, we're averaging like 2 million views a week, like across all platforms.
Millions and millions of likes.
That's crazy.
Millions, man. I think we hit on 18 million on TikTok.
Fuck.
But I mean, you know how like you can now see like insights on Instagram. I think on our Instagram we have about 3 million.
See?
And that's like in
Damn.
7 days.
Okay.
But I always say something. It's better to have content posted
Right.
than to leave it in your phone
Right.
or leave it on cameras. Like, there's nothing good that's gonna come out of it because you're like, man, this was a good post, but no one's seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, we've had times where I post this video today and it gets 1,000 views, whatever, dope. And I'm like, whatever, it didn't do good. But fast forward 2-3 weeks later, oh shit, now it has 10,000 or now it has 500,000. But it's, bro, these are posts from long ago. So one thing I've never done is I've never taken anything off. If one does bad, which it has like 2,000, 4,000 views, I'll let it be.
Yeah.
Let it live.
That's
So,
cool. What do you guys like base your pods off of? Feelings or in the moment shit or what?
Man, I think there's a couple things. There's emotions. There is motivation because I feel like you need to be motivated in order to get up every day and go and do better. Whether yesterday was a bad day and fucking shit day, well, there's a new opportunity.
Yeah.
Either I have it in me to go and get it,
Yeah.
or fucking just stay in bed and do nothing and complain about it.
Hell yeah.
And the other part to it is just making sure that we stay mentally just stable. Like, you know, our kids needs us, you know, our friends need us, our parents need us. And one thing for me is like mentally you got to take care of you.
Yeah.
Ain't no one going to come and save you. Like, I can confess to you guys everything I'm going through, but the only person that's going to get me out of bed is me. So
Exactly.
we just take that conversation from that week and or whatever we went through that week, and we're like, you know what, we need to talk about this.
Yeah.
Or we need to bring this to light. And bullshit aside, this is not an exclusive because people seen us, bro. But we got card games. Like there's one called Substance. It's a deep question card game that it just makes you think, bro, and it's answer it.
I love that.
You know, like what's one moment of your life that changed you forever?
Yeah.
Oh
And
shit.
you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Let me think about it, and then you
Deep
say it.
question.
And then boom, you start going off. And then the power of social media is, I'm glad I get to resonate with people around my area, people that know me, but I'm glad that there's people in the East Coast, Texas, in New York, in Miami, and Florida that, man, I've watched your video, man. I'm a big fan from North Carolina. I'm like, oh
That's
shit,
sick.
that's dope as fuck.
Hell yeah.
So you reach people all over the world,
Yeah.
just one press on.
That's
your phone.
what I love about social media, bro. The outreach that you can, the outreach engagement that you can have.
Free promo.
Exactly, and it's free, bro. You just got to download it. But
It's literally free. Yeah.
yeah,
Free, and you got to be consistent.
Yeah. You know, sometimes like don't get me wrong, like what you just said is like I agree with you, but I need to be more like that. Like I have a shitload of photos that I love that I haven't posted. I have clips and videos that I haven't posted yet, but I'm gonna start. And honestly, it's like I need to stop like second guessing it. I need to stop like caring. Oh, what this or that. Like I just need to be like, fuck it, let's post it. Boom.
Are you guys confident guys?
I've realized a long time ago, don't second guess shit.
Yeah.
Go off your first instinct.
Yeah.
So I'm confident in most things, but some things that I maybe might be new to or
So like if
fresh in, then I might be a slightly not as confident.
if you guys didn't know me and you hear that, I'm like, man, this was a piece of shit. He fucking sucks. Do you care about what I said, even though you don't know me, or you kind of just brush it off? Right?
Because
I would,
don't
yeah.
care what people think about
Facts.
me at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
So it's not like what people think about me is going to get me out of bed or leave me in bed.
Facts.
Either way, I'm getting up.
Yeah. So that's why like the content, it's like, I mean, people see me cry on it. People see me be emotional. People see my team be emotional. At the end of the day, it's like, look, if my content is not for you, it's just not for you.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be for those people that need it and are seeking that help or that relation with it. So for me, it's like I've said it before. It's like I'm a crier. I'm emotional. I'm this and that. Whatever you think, whatever you say about me, I already said it first. So whatever it doesn't affect me anymore.
Right.
But I do get it. Like every comment, it might be like, why did they say that?
Yeah.
But then you start building these like connections, and you have those other people like that just come and support you. You're like,
Yeah.
you know,
The
I'm
ones
doing
that
it for
matter.
the 10 people that supported me,
Yeah.
not for that one person that's just negative too. But I learned a long time ago embracing, especially when we got to LA, it was more of a either we're full in we're all in or we're stepping out. Because there's no way you can be halfway half in.
can't.
You know?
Yeah, no.
Like,
Can't be halfway in nothing.
Yeah, like we're filming this on a day we should be out with families.
Right.
And it's part of that. It's either you're all in right now as soon as you start, or you're gonna be like, you know what? Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow already passed.
Yeah.
Now what?
See, and that's one thing about me. Like, I don't want to wait. I'm impulsive, like you said.
Yeah.
I want to do stuff. Like, if I could do something or be productive every day that's gonna benefit my future, I'm gonna do it. You know, I'm gonna find a way to balance it in my schedule and go get it done.
Yeah.
And it like you said, consistency. But you know, to me, on the social media thing, I don't like like on the other podcasts. Like, I would see all the comments, I brush it off. Like, that shit doesn't faze me. I think if I had to answer like what it really is just like not being as serious and being, you know, consistent in a serious manner.
Yeah.
And I think it's because mentally I'm balancing so many other shit.
Yeah.
So I'm mentally prioritizing other shit.
Yeah,
That makes sense?
Yeah, I think you're gonna in this and what we do, just in life in general.
Yeah.
I strongly believe there is no balance.
Yeah.
No.
There's moments that you can kind of like, it's like a teeter-totter, right? You do good on one side, but the other side drops. You do good on the other side, the other side drops.
Yeah.
So it's like, what was that quote? If you want money, you're going to lose time on family, friends, you know, your kids. But if you want time with your family, friends, and kids, you're going to lose out on money.
Yeah.
Like, it's, especially in the growing stages, you're going to, like, I always thought about it, I'm going up against these 10 other podcasts that have full-on teams, that have full systems, that have been going day in, day out, dropping clips. They're dropping one clip a day. So I was like, no, I'm in competition.
Yeah.
We're in no competition to each other, but mentally, that's my competition.
Yeah.
So I gotta beat them. Because we don't come from social media. We don't come from, we were known because we were YouTubers. Fuck no, bro.
Yeah.
I had Facebook and I was just posting my family and stupidities.
What's my little 1,000 followers?
Yeah, like 100 likes, 10 likes, 50 likes. And I'm like, well, if they have 1 million followers and I'm starting, I got to outwork them. So they're posting once a day, I'm posting 3 times a day.
Yeah.
They're posting on one platform, I'm posting on both platforms.
Yeah.
So it's literally, for us now, I think when we started in LA, 3 on Instagram, 3 on TikTok, Monday through Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm just grinding. One's going to pay off. One's going to pay off.
Yeah.
And it was just that, like, I think as podcasts, said it yesterday, but there's like a stigma.
Yeah.
If you don't set your foundation, you don't reach past episode 10. But if you set your foundation, you'll get past that mid mark of 10.
Yeah.
And you know what you're talking about, you know where your goal is. Boom, it just becomes easier. Because before I even took a small break, I dropped about like 25 episodes.
Yeah.
But it was like, there was no way I was like disorganized, or I was just recording one night till like 3, 4 in the morning. The next day posting, and I'm all hungover, I'm all dead, but there was no like, these are the way. No, it's just record, shoot, post, and that was before Instagram and TikTok. Now that we have a schedule, it's like, hey, we record here, we post at 8:30, we post at 8:30 at night, Monday through Friday. Saturdays we post once a day, Sundays we post at night, but long format Monday. So they're like, dude, you post a lot. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker.
You got to post though.
That's what you do. That's
competing.
That's your job.
Yeah,
And it keeps you at the front. You keep populating right to the front every time you post.
yeah.
Because I know there's people I follow that I remember following them, but I see their page all the time.
The
It's consistent.
consistency. Right now, social media is so fast and so obviously popular that we're both going to take out a podcast at the same day. But if I'm posting 3 times a day and you're only posting once a week or twice a week, who's going to get seen first?
You are.
You know, my friend has a restaurant. I tell him, I'm like, yo, if you're not posting, you're not going to be seen. But if that restaurant across the street has suck your food, suck your service, but they're posting 3 times a day or 5 times a week, they're going to get seen first.
Yeah.
It's not about having, like, sometimes at the beginning, I always say, like, it's not about having the best content, the best visual. It's just about getting it out there. You know, we see these amazing motivational speakers, and they're just mic'd up here. Audio sounds really, like, not that great, but they're just saying something.
Right.
But now it's there and it's living on there. And just because you're on your phone,
Yeah.
you're like, oh shit, oh that's dope.
Yeah, when we were starting this pod, I had a conversation with Mac, and I was like, look, like let's get a couple videos in the vault. Let's get like 3 to 4 clips per episode, and we post 6 days a week. You know, maybe 7, but at least 1 clip a day on TikTok, social, whatever social media platform, because I felt like that's what everyone else is doing. That's what the people on top are doing, and they're posting content consistently, and it could be from A to Z. It doesn't even matter, but they're getting it out there, and that's what I feel like. And I told him, I was like, if we're gonna get up there faster than most podcasts, we gotta be that extra, that consistent.
Yeah,
we gotta do more. We gotta post every day. We gotta shoot weekly, twice a week if we could. Every week. My goal moving forward is to drop at least 2 episodes a week. And literally a clip a day, like on all social media. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel like that might just be the way to, besides having guests to help us get more exposure, but be in the algorithm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether if it's TikTok,
catching
YouTube,
the
and shit
algorithm
like
is...
that. I wanted to ask you both, and I'll start with you, Slim. Like, Slim is somewhat new to the social media market, or social media world.
Yeah, I've always been like,
you've been in
be
it.
seen guy. So
I want to
incognito over here.
Yeah. I want to ask you, like, what are the pros and the cons to you being in the social media industry?
Pros and the cons for me?
Yeah.
Well, the pros are, like I run 2 different businesses. So I have a race car business, building race cars, doing that. And then I also do branding, clothing and stuff like that, along with my weed brand. So I have a couple different things.
Yeah.
So I feel like the social media is going to bring me more clients or more eyes towards my business, and hopefully more money, because I'm trying to retire out of the weed gang and do all that stuff in like 2 years.
Yeah.
And just pick up racing. That's
Yeah.
all I want to do.
Yeah.
So to do that, I need more eyes on my other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's going to be a pro for me. The con is like, come back to what I said, like, I don't like being seen in the public eye.
Yeah.
Not saying like I care. I'm just a at myself person. I don't like people knowing too much about me. So that's the only con I can see. Other than that, I'm for it.
Yeah.
Move
That's
low
what I'm
pro.
here. Yeah. And I always did. That's how they taught me in the military. Just be low profile, just chill. Yeah. And I've always instilled that. Like I'm a relaxed, chill guy until I don't need to be.
Yeah.
So.
And now you've been in the game. You got a lot of stuff going. We like to say you got motion. So what would be your pros and cons of being in the social media industry?
Pros. The pros is, I'm supposed to do this week, man. It's just living out a dream that I didn't even know was possible. So I get to have the experiences. I get to be in places. I get to experience things for the first time that, again, I don't come from a family that was in social media and we've known this and lived this way. Man, I come from 2 hardworking parents from Michoacan that posting on social media and getting paid for is unheard of. So, I'm living out a dream that, I can't say that I never wanted to be famous. I wanted to be known.
Right.
Because I'm like, I love it. I love that attention. I love being someone that is known by others that, you helped me in doing this. Because that's my life's purpose. I want to help people. The con to it is you lose out on a lot of time. There's a lot of temptation out there, and sometimes you lose yourself. And you isolate yourself so much that I think the worst comment I've ever heard was, man, I haven't seen you forever, man. You've gone away for a while. I'm like, damn. I'm like, yeah. But again, it's a give or take. I love what I do. I wouldn't change this for the world. I wouldn't give it up for the world because I'm able to give my kids experiences, my team experiences, and me live out an experience. But the con to it is kind of just being okay with, in a simple quotation, being that black sheep.
Okay,
the person that is going to be away or being looked at as someone that's not present. Fuck it. If I got to do it, I got to do it. Because I'm trying to, what's it called? I'm trying to break that family lineage.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
big on that.
We're a hardworking family, but no one has ever taken that risk of, I'm going to go and start this business where I don't even know when my payback is. And bullshit aside, I didn't get $10 put into my bank account from social media until about almost 2.5 years into doing it.
Wow.
So, and this is like, and we all pretty much, you guys have a great setup. So you guys know how much cameras are, microphones are, the system is. So we went in $10,000 first before we even
made any money.
Got $10 back.
Yeah, you invested in
so
yourself.
It's like, are you willing to put $10,000 now and maybe get it in 2 years or keep your $10,000? to me, I'm like, well, I'm crazy. Fuck it. It is what it is, bro.
I want to take a risk.
I want to take a risk.
Yeah.
And again, it's just slowly but surely, like, things come. But I think Ice Cube is the one that said it where, you know, you got to, if you're not willing to put in 5 years of work, you know, don't get to it. So we hit a good mark 3.5 years in. We have a great system going. So I'm like, damn, I'm excited.
Yeah.
For 5 years to come.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited. So we're ending 2024 on a great note.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like we can understand this. We're like, man, I need to do more.
Yeah. There's always
I need to do
more.
more.
You always feel like
When you start seeing your, I guess, the fruits of your labor,
Yeah.
bro, you start to really be even more open-minded. You start to really visualize yourself being bigger,
Yeah.
and in bigger situations, bigger opportunities, bigger collaborations with different companies.
Yeah.
But for me, like, I'll answer the question I asked you guys. I feel like the biggest pro is the exposure that social media could put you in,
Yeah.
in such a short amount of time with such little effort. Like, I feel like that is the number one thing I feel like, you know, that's such a pro for social media, you know. And then the biggest, or as I would say, the con is, you know, I not that I care, but the biggest con I feel like is judgment that comes with being on social media. And those are like maybe the two biggest things that I would say. And, you know, the cool thing about all of us is that we just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
I think we can, bro.
No, we if we gave a fuck, like,
can't.
we wouldn't be able to do this.
All right, so I want to ask you guys this question.
Yeah.
What is the worst thing someone can tell you that you take it to heart?
That I'm not a great father.
Ooh, that's deep.
That was mine too.
Yeah.
That was mine too.
Explain like your feeling behind that.
Because I do everything I possibly can for my
Yeah.
2 daughters. Literally bend over backwards. And I make sure they get the world. My daughter's never had to ask for anything. She's always lived a different kind of lifestyle than other kids.
Yeah.
And I try to keep her on that.
Yeah.
So, like, I want her to because I didn't, as a kid, like, yeah, I had my dad and shit. He was deployed a lot. He was always gone. Yeah, my mom was holding the fort down. But it's like, as a growing man, I needed somebody in there to teach me shit. Only person that taught me was, like, I had this guy that, like, used to pick me up to hoop. And he was, like, older. He was, like, probably, like, 30. I was, like, fucking, like, I don't know, 12. But he used to take us. He was at the, like, community center. And he used to take us all to go hoop every Saturday, every Sunday. And he instilled a lot of, like, stuff that my dad didn't. So, like, I don't want that same thing where she's reaching out somebody else like I did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, like, I come back, I want to be the best dad I can be. Any questions, anything she needs, anytime, like, I'm there. That's the only thing. Nothing too crazy.
I feel like that hurts more is because deep down in us, we are the best father.
And we try, man.
And we and like you said, no matter what we're going through, we got to put on that hat, that cape, and get to it no matter what. Yeah. And I feel you on that. And honestly, like, I've had situations where people have told me, you know, I got to be a better father, or you're not a great father. And honestly, that shit hurt.
Yeah, you could call me a piece of shit. You could call me anything you want in the world, anything in the book. But as soon as I hear, man, you're a horrible father.
Yeah.
Like, what did I do, bro?
Yeah.
What did I do?
It makes you start thinking about it a lot.
Like, what? Like,
question a lot. And I don't question myself.
Yeah.
But that question
then,
right there would make me question myself.
Yeah, I think there's so much shit that goes on, and especially with, like, in business, right? When you go into business for yourself, it's like you have no idea how bad it's gonna get before it gets good. Yeah. And even when it's good, you still get those little small details where you're like, damn, is what I'm doing worth it?
Yeah.
Is what I'm doing really paying off? And as long as I see my 2 babies smiling and excited, and, you know, getting to experience whatever it is, it's, you know, that's what I want. That's all the payback I need. But I'm lying and saying when I get home and they tell me that, I'm like, like, I wish I could be more present, dog. But if I don't do this now, when is this opportunity gonna come back? Right. It's like building your race car and you finally get, like, invited to the biggest race in the whole United States, and you have it, and then you got, you know, I'm not ready. Yeah. And then it's like, well, when are you gonna be ready? Like, you worked so hard to get that opportunity, now you're gonna pass it up. All right, well, make sure cross them off the list. Never ask again. Yeah. So that's what I always say. Like, we work with these big brands, and I'm like, well, I gotta leave during the week. I can't pick up my kid from school. But if I don't do this,
Yeah.
they're not gonna call back.
Yeah.
Or I don't know when they'll call back.
Yeah.
And like, love me or hate me, but I gotta
Yeah.
do this now.
You know, I was what you said of, you know, not being a great father, that touched me like that because I've been in that. But also too, it's
If
like
you cry on camera, it's good for the
no,
good
no,
for the
I'm not
clips.
gonna cry. No, but like
I say it from
I've
experience,
been
bro.
to a, you know, situation like that. But also too, it's like when you know you're a great fucking man and you work so hard and you've sacrificed so much to be where you're at, and then someone makes you feel like it's not enough. That's also a shitty feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. The I think that's a constant battle I go through myself, and I know I'm sure others too, where it's like, am I enough and am I doing enough for everybody? And it's a give or take, but I'm like, I know I could provide a lot and I can give a lot, but I know if I'm not doing what I'm doing in order to provide, I'm not of worth.
Yeah.
I'm not of value anymore. So why do they need me if I provide nothing?
Right.
Then why am I here? So it's more of a fuck. I got everybody counting on me, and I have to go do it
Yeah.
because I know I could hold it in. Like if I'm having a bad day, bad week, I know I can do it. Like
Right.
I could put this shit on my back and fuck it. I'll work those extra 2 miles weather. You know, they're tired, stay home.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'll go do it.
See, and that's the difference between a lot of men, bro. Because at the end of the day, it's like men, we're the provider, you know,
Yeah.
majority of the time.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays, like, there's a lot of dudes willing to let the woman be the provider, which is nothing wrong with that. But I like to say I'm traditional. Like, I'm going to be the provider.
Yeah, like
only.
A
You know
woman
what I
can
mean?
be a strong person, a strong woman's big provider.
Yeah.
When I come in there, like, nah, I'm the head.
Yeah.
You can still go get your money, but I gotta make sure I take care of it.
Right.
Cause I mean, I don't know. As a guy, I wouldn't feel comfortable letting my girl take care of shit.
Hell no.
I feel like anywhere you lay your head, you should be taken care of, honestly.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
Just saying.
No, I feel that. And honestly, too, bro, like, I don't know, like, I got to ask you guys, like, what do you think about that? Like, what do you think about nowadays, like, men are so quick to split a 50-50 bill? And I bring this up because we talked about being a father. We talked about being men. We talked about being providers. We talked about how, like, much of a hustler we are and how we prioritize business. Now, being in that mindset and being that individual, what do you think? I'll ask you first. What do you think about that 50-50 role?
They're broke.
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding.
No, it's the truth.
It's
the truth.
You have to live between your means.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna go out, say you're gonna go on a date, whether the date works out or not, like, bro, my mom, my dad, they taught me well. I'll take care of it. Whether we talk after this or not, at least I did my part, and I don't gotta, like, I don't know. That's just weird, bro. Like, I've never done that. Like, like, I've gone out with my baby mom, and even when this is where you got to get a good girl, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get a solid girl. When you don't have it, but they got you.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right now I don't have it, but I got your back, and you bless them 2 times more.
Yeah.
But
Facts.
it's, you know, if I can't afford a steak dinner,
Yeah.
why am I going to go to steak dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, just be honest.
Yeah.
If that's your person, be fucking honest. Live between your means. But I've heard stories and seen guys like, hey, I'll pay my half, you pay your half. I'm like,
That's crazy.
even with homies, bro. Like, I go with my best friends and, nah, bro, I got this.
Yeah.
And then, cause I know the next time we go out, they got me.
They got you.
And that's, I mean, we go simple thing at a bar. We all go out. Well, shit, I got the first round, boys. You know, whether you guys buy one after, cool. If not, but I did mine.
You're right.
But if you're around the right people, they're gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
You know, I hate the, hey, you owe me $30.
Yeah. I fucking hate
Let me
it.
send
Can
you.
you cash at me? You guys
Yeah.
sell?
Hey, let me send you the Zelle request.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, remember yesterday the bill was 100. All right, bro. Like, if you can't go out, just don't go out.
Yeah.
But I think as a guy, you go out with your girl and you take care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Slim? What you think about that 50-50?
I think the reason it's 50-50 now is because the way they're raised now is different.
Yeah.
A lot of these kids ain't raised like how we were. Like you said, your mom and dad, like, you take care of the bill. Like, if I ask you out, that means it's on me. If we want to do something, I'm coming to you. It's on me. You ask me out, yeah, it's different. But as a man, I'm still going to take you out. Like, even my girl now, like, for my birthday, She wanted to take me out for my birthday. I still paid it.
Mm-hmm.
She was so pissed off about it, but it's like I went to the bathroom, I paid the shit. I came back because I know like yeah, you want to take me out, but it was just the idea that you wanted to take me out was enough for me.
Mm-hmm. Just the thought of it.
Yeah, so like these kids nowadays, like even when I go back to the army shit, like when I was in the army, I could train soldiers. I can like make niggas do push-ups all day.
Mm-hmm.
I can say shit that I shouldn't be saying, but it's like not motivating, but it's like it's gonna get the fire in your ass.
Yeah.
Nowadays you can't do none of that. So it's like these kids are now I don't want to say weak, but they're weak minded.
Yeah.
They don't understand that like when you want something, you got to get it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Not
like
to be
if you want
handed.
that woman, you got to show her that you can protect and provide for her because it's not just sex.
Yeah.
It's not just sex when you come to a woman and you want to grow and do more. You got to provide. You got to be willing to give up a lot of shit, a lot of compromise. There's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
And these young guys don't understand that.
Yeah.
I think girls from the last conversation, man, it was like they just want to turn off their brains.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the things where like, hey, where are we going? I don't know, wherever you want. Nah, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
You want it? Can we go out today? Yeah, all right, cool. Where are we going? Don't worry about it. I got this.
Mm-hmm.
You go out, I mean, just the smallest details from flowers, opening doors, paying the bill, making sure they go first, making them feel protected and safe and good.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, oh shit, where did time go?
Yeah.
It went good.
Oh, I feel that. If I don't agree with the 50-50 shit, like when I hear about that, I'm like, bro, like you are a bitch. You know what I mean? Like to be, and I'm just being blunt. Like my thing is this, like I feel like a real man is gonna take care of at least, let's just say realistic, maybe 90% of everything.
Yeah, like if you're with me, I take care of it.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know?
Like you might get groceries one day because you know what I mean? Like, or whatever it is. Or you might take our child to go eat and that was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I mean by 90. But my thing is like, I don't know. I feel like the whole 50-50 thing, bro, is just, I don't know, like a weak mindset, I guess I would say, because I feel like a man should want to be a man, and that's part of being a provider, is being a part of a man.
What about your girl driving the car?
Oh, look, I got stories for that.
What do you mean?
Like say your girl says, I'm going to go pick you up. And you get in the passenger seat. And do you let that happen, or you just tell her, hey, move
I
out,
drive
move out?
everywhere.
Oh, that's it.
I got to drive, bro. I don't even,
If she got to go somewhere, I'll let her drive one of my cars.
Yeah.
But I've done did that and came back, the whole front bumper's gone.
Damn.
Yeah, like I've never understood that where like guys get out of the passenger seat and I'm just like, you didn't drive?
It's crazy because even when like I remember like even when my cars were in the shop and then like my ex she was like I was basically using her car because like I would take her to work, pick her up, do all this shit. I would do what I gotta do until like my car got out the shop and like no, I was never letting her drive me around.
Yeah, one of them was like, well, if I pick you up, you're not gonna let me drive? I was like, no, you're gonna get in the passenger seat. I'm trying to be safe.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I'm trying to be safe.
Yeah, I don't trust everybody driving.
No, I
I'm
feel
not
like I
even gonna-
drive better than anyone I've ever dated.
I get motion
bro.
sickness, bro. I
Yeah.
better be driving.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, safety thing for sure, bro. I don't know. I've been picking up before, but it's like, oh, okay, boom, like my car's in the shop, so yo, pick me up, take me home, type
Like
shit.
if I'm super drunk, all right, cool, drive. But
Yeah.
if I'm in all senses, there's no way.
Yeah, dang. So, you know, we were talking prior to this, and we were talking about like, you know, as men, we got to put on that hat or that cape and get shit going. I was actually having a conversation with Ruben. You know, Ruben.
Yeah.
My boy Ruben. He's like one of my best friends since like high school. But, you know, even he's in a similar situation of what all three of us are going through. But my thing is like, why is it that us as men are able to put on that hat or that cape and get shit done and wear that on our sleeve or whatever and get through a situation without being weak, I would say, or without showing emotion? Why, like,
I think
we're gonna do it, but why do we do it?
because we're simple-minded as like men, not to sound like we're like stupid, but we're simple-minded. Like we tackle one thing at a time a lot of times. So like when multiple things are coming at us, we try to be like, oh, what's the risk management basically, and then you be like this, knock this down, knock this down, knock this down. So I feel like that's kind of why I think men are like the way we are, because we can get nagged all day, but we still nag all day lose a rim on the highway, your boy done stole money out your pocket, and you still sit down at dinner with a smile and be like, we're going to get better the next day.
Yeah, because I can figure it out. You know, I think we put on that hat because I'd rather it be me than anybody else. I'd rather it be me than my partner, me or my kids. Like, if there's somebody that has to go through this shit first and go through hell first, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Because then I'll feel like I was able to do something in this lifetime.
Yeah.
You know, I have a thing where it's like, when, you know, at a certain time we all pass away, but by the time I get to that point, which is, you know, mathematically not gonna make sense, but in 100 years, like, I want to be known for what I did do, and not for what I could have done or what I didn't do.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was able to do this. I provided this. I helped this. I did what I could with the time I had.
Right.
And for my kids, for my family, I don't think there's something in this world that we wouldn't do for them.
Yeah.
They need new shoes, and I don't have $100. Well, I'm gonna go do something to go get $100.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go pick up cans. I'm gonna go cut grass. I'm not afraid to work a low end job to make a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Because I know what we came from. That I know what $10 feels like, $1 feels like. Like, we lived in an age where $10 got us a whole two people meals at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Now $10 doesn't even get you one meal.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, like, I know what that feels like. I know where I come from. I know what I've done. Now I with all the abilities that we have, all the opportunities. If you ain't winning in this shit, like, you're wasting time and you're being naive to what the opportunity is. Like, social media, I know people that run social media that make $50,000 a month, and we're over here fucking around. I'm like, nah, bro. There's no
There's
way
people that make like, even off of, I got a guy that I follow. He does like clips. That's all he does. Nobody knows who he is. He makes $20,000 a month.
Yeah,
Damn.
I forgot. There's
Just clips.
There's a kid on Snapchat. He does clips, and he doesn't show his face or anything. But he came out like, hey, I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it.
Yeah.
Bro, that fool makes like almost $100K a month as a kid, not even 18. But he's like, he figured out that way. So I'm just like, don't get me wrong. Like, when you start social media, people make fun of you.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna post that? Why are you gonna do that? For what? Doesn't pay off. But until you start doing cool shit that they wished and they liked and they watched before, and you're doing it now,
They start to respect it.
man, I seen your hustle.
Yeah.
But you laughed at me. And now, like, hey, you could post on social media and you don't care about it, but it's because you're not getting paid for it. I post on social media, I get paid for it, so I give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
So there's been times I've been up to like 3, 4 in the morning editing, uploading, getting my clips. I'm up at the next day at 6, 7, getting the clip ready, going to work. I'm driving to regular work because I work with my dad, and I'll never stop. And I'm over here posting. Not to say shit in the world, but I'm over here like, I cannot miss my 8 o'clock time.
Yeah.
If I miss, then I fuck. And I've done it where, like, I've missed 3, 4 days, almost a week when my grandpa had passed. And, like, I got messages, bro, like, yo, like, what's going on? We haven't seen you post.
Damn.
And, like, we missed a Monday for, I forgot what reason. Probably wasn't the best.
Yeah.
And, oh, man, I was so looking forward to today's episode. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Boom, we got to do it.
Yeah.
So it's not an option.
Damn.
Not an option.
Yeah.
To leave the store closed today?
Can't.
No, can't. I'll close it at 10 p.m. or once we're able to sit down after we got everything done. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure you can't leave the garage working on your cars until you got it ready, or at least you got that task that you had set out ready. Because and then what? Like, you're on a time frame, bro. Like, if you don't do it now, tomorrow already passed.
Yeah.
So it's like, as me personally, as a man, as a human, I need to do this now because I don't question God's timing. It's now.
Yeah.
He brought it to me for a reason, and it's now. Other than that, I won't question it. You put it to me in my way now, cool. Got it.
So I got to ask now, because you just brought it up, and, you know, a lot of people, I'll explain after, but you work a full-time job and you do social media.
Yes, sir.
Considering, like, how well you're doing in social media, is there ever a point where you feel like you'll stop doing the 9 to 5?
Me personally, no, not currently, because I work 9 to 5 for my dad.
Yeah.
That's my pause. That's my
family.
rock. I'm his only son.
Yeah.
So I do want to get to a point where I'm racking in 7-figure deals or even 8 figures, and I could tell my dad, hey, Dad, like, you know what? How about we sell the company? You get a percentage a month out of it, whoever you sell it to. But now I can put you on the payroll. Like, now I have enough to, because my dad's done very good for himself. You know, has his house paid off, has his cars. Like, he's good, bro. He's done this shit for me, and I know it. So I wouldn't leave it, because it's his pride. Like
Yeah.
he's so proud of me working with him and doing how we're doing that he's like, thank you. And that's the biggest payback for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and like social media, like unless it's an event or like a campaign that we're working on, cool. Like I'll gotta miss today, whatever. But bro, social media is not that hard. Like I'm posting twice a day, but in the morning and at night. Other than that, I do my work on the weekends.
Yeah.
And I think the coolest payback was we did a campaign with QuickBooks, and they were highlighting small businesses, and I gotta highlight my dad.
Sick.
So
Oh,
we
that's
did,
dope.
yeah. So we did a campaign with my dad's pest control company, and I told him, I was like, hey, like, go cut your hair. I'm gonna wash the trucks, and we're gonna do a video. And he was
That's
like,
sick.
for real?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And he's like, for who? And he's like, QuickBooks, because we use QuickBooks already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was all excited, and I was like, hey, like, I know you believed in me when I started, and you gave me like the reassurance, and I just want to tell you thank you for everything you've done, and you know we're doing it.
Yeah.
So he gets to see it, man. He just saw. I just told him about a deal we're in the works with, and he's like, you know, he cried too when we did the Ticketmaster one, because I was like,
shit.
hey, showed him. I was like, hey, we're going to Florida, and he was
Yeah.
like, well, you're gonna miss work, and I'm like, yeah, Dad, but look how much we're getting and who we're working with.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
The
dope.
MLS, we're getting this amount, and he was like, proud of you. And then I gave him one of my shirts the other day, and it says in the back, gracias a Dios. And my dad started crying, bro. And I'm
Yeah.
like, why are you crying?
Yeah.
He was like, nah, I've done all this work for you.
Yeah. He's
And I'm
proud
doing-
of you,
and I'm
bro.
doing it too, dog, you know?
hella
He's
dope.
proud of you, bro.
So it's like, you know, I go bringing it back to fathers. Like my dad did a lot for me. There's no way I can't do the most to give him back and to my
Right.
kids back.
right.
You know, like that's the biggest payback. I could care less about everybody else, respectfully, but as long as they're good, my kids are good, my person is good. You know, I could go through hell and back.
Yeah, bro.
I'll be all right.
Yeah, like I mean, growing up, like I come from a Mexican family. I don't know my other half, but you know, family was everything.
Yeah.
You know, and me growing up, I seen my dad literally work holidays, 12, 14-hour shifts.
Yeah, they don't know breaks.
Yeah.
They don't know vacations.
No, and he would never take a vacation. And so as I got older, like I've always wanted to make money, and part of why I wanted to make money is so I could give back to my family,
I want to make money
pay it
easier.
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Easier. I
Yeah.
don't want to work that much anymore.
No.
Like how you said, you want to retire in certain things.
Couple years,
but again,
yeah.
it's I don't want to work so hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like it's not that I can't get down and dirty to work, but man, if we can make $10,000 off of one video, that's somebody's 2 months salary, 3 months salary.
Yeah, true.
Like it's crazy when you realize everything that's happening, and you're like, damn, I can make somebody's 2-year salary in 1 month's work, but I got to be able to do it.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, on my kids, on my mom, bro, like we're finalizing a deal that I've never even imagined in my life that I
Sick,
could do.
bro.
And it's just,
Congrats, bro.
thank you,
That's-
bro.
Hell
So
yeah.
it's like,
Congrats.
I'm like, oh shit. And I started crying. Like as soon as I got the call, he's like, sit down, told me, and I'm like, ooh, like,
Sheesh.
all right, cool.
Yeah.
But again, it's just like, there's two options. Take a break, be ready, and get all ready for it, or keep it fucking grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it grinding. Like
Yeah.
if I seen that we could do this amount in what we've been doing already, imagine if I keep going.
Yeah, don't stop. Don't slow down the train.
We
bro.
all in, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
We all in. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
That's
bro.
it.
Yeah.
That's sick, bro. I'm happy for you. So, you know, after everything, like, you know, you started doing your pod, what, you said 2.5 years in? That's
Going-
when you started seeing,
Yeah.
like,
2.5
profits
in.
from it?
Mm-hmm.
What led to the point of where you're at now? Like, how'd you get in these opportunities, or how these doors open up?
The right people. Having the right people in place, the right mentality, my feet are on the ground, consistent, doing my part also. But honestly, it's cutting out the people that were just anchors.
Yeah.
I used to carry 10, 20 people, like 10 people in the podcast, bro, for no reason.
Yeah.
No reason. Until shit started slowing down and I seen who was actually there. And I went from having a big team with only 2 people doing something to now having 7 people, but everybody has their role.
Yeah.
And everybody provides. Everybody has value. So there's like, we talked about this off camera, but it's more of I can try to move in my pace and as fast as I can, but if I have somebody holding me back that's not ready to go into what we're doing, then God and life is not going to bless you in what you need.
Facts.
As soon as you let that person go or that thing go, whatever you got going on, then you get blessed.
Yeah,
So I believe in
that's
a,
facts.
I believe in a big phrase, man, where it's like God is gonna mess things up and destruct things,
Yeah.
just to get you ready for your next step.
Yeah.
Because what is it like? You can ask for patience, but He's not gonna give it to you. He's gonna test you. You can ask for rewards, but He's not gonna give it to you. He's gonna give you opportunities to go and get them.
Yep.
So what changed was my mentality, the people around me, what my goal was set out to be, and which I always had it, but like I thought I needed to please every single body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you want that? Well, fuck it, I gotta do it. Nah,
Yeah.
I gotta do what I want.
You're right.
And what I see best, and being brand friendly, man, being consistent, being humble, being nice to everybody, respectful to everybody, whether I like them or not. Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
How you doing? You know, take care. See you around. Keep it moving. But learning how to say no.
Yeah.
That's a big change.
Yeah, I just learned that.
I started learning how to say no, and learning how when it's time to go. I don't want to stay here at 3-4 in the morning. No, it's up to no good when I got to be up tomorrow.
Right. Right.
So like, my team knows we have an event tomorrow at 7. We got to be there early, and we're out tonight. Well, I'm out, bro.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be home safe. Be
Yeah.
on time. If not, don't go.
Yeah. Some people don't understand, like, and I would say this a lot, and I feel like it would go past people's heads, but, you know, when I do something, I truly believe, like, how I have it envisioned in my head, it's going to be successful. So I've always felt like if I bring people a part of my team and they try to bring their own ideas into my vision, it's going to distract me. It's going to slow me down. It's going to throw me off. And I've always, like, you know, certain things that I want to do, I make sure I do it.
Yeah.
And the people that hop on board are going to follow. And I mean that in a way of, like, you know, everyone has a role. Not everyone can be this guy.
Yeah.
Like, there has to be this guy, this guy, this guy, this
You
guy,
gotta
or
have
this
a-
girl, you know?
You got to have the brain of the operation.
Yeah.
You know, I take very much advice from all my people, and hey, do you like that? What do you think of this? But I do have people that keep me in check. Hey, dude, you're fucking up, dog. People holding me accountable.
Yeah.
I didn't have that for a long time, so I was fucking shit up because I
Yeah.
didn't have people around me that were like, nah, don't do that, bro. How about instead of going out today, we stay home? You know, it's funny because my two best friends that are in my team now that are a big part of me, they were there during that same time.
Yeah.
But when I want to go party and go be destructive, they always told me, I will see you next time.
Yeah.
They never went with me. They never showed up. Until I took my step back and I'm like, hey, let's go to dinner and we'll go home. Now they're with me.
Yeah.
So now since they survived all this shit with me, now wherever opportunity I get, like if it's we can only take you, then I can't go, bro. I gotta go with everybody.
Yeah.
So they know now. It's like my manager knows. She's like, dude, that's a big team. I'm like, these are the people that stuck with me.
Yeah.
I'm loyal to them.
Yeah.
So when the opportunity came for like Florida, they only gave us 2 tickets. I was like, you gotta fight for the third one.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not leaving without my other dude.
Yeah.
And boom, perfect. They got us 3 tickets. So one of them was for manager, and I was like, hey, just get us another ticket for the game. I'll buy the flight for my boy, and we're all going.
Yeah.
And then God
That's
took
dope.
him, and I'm like, I
That's dope.
don't leave nowhere without my team.
Yeah.
So this big deal that we're working on, bro, they're gonna accommodate 6 to 7 people.
Jeez.
I don't leave with them. I don't leave without them.
That's real right there.
My boy hates me for. He's like, nah, fool, if it's for you, it's for you. I'm like, fool, but I'm part of this, bro. Like this, if they use my own name, just like official Dusko, cool. Then I get it. It's just me. But
Yeah.
if they use ATTL is not just made of one person. It's made of
Just a
out of
team.
6 people.
Yeah.
So my 6 people got him. Like we went to the Chargers one. They only wanted me, and I was grateful that they took all of us.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, like she's like, everybody doesn't. Nope, everybody got to.
Yeah.
Everybody has to be on frame. Everybody needs to be seen by Pepsi and the
Yeah.
Chargers. And I think it's just like a loyalty thing for me. It's like, if you were here while we were struggling, who am I to say you can't be here now when we're winning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, bro, because we're in a situation where we help build something, and there's people that just want to take all the credit and every dollar and be seen. And it's like there's people behind the scenes that people don't know about that are maybe like the back of the brand. That makes sense?
Yeah. Like you
And-
could go back on our page, and
Yeah.
I've never taken anything down, even
Yeah.
with other people on that are
Yeah.
not here no more.
Yeah.
I've never taken it down. They're a part of that story. But are they here now? No,
Yeah.
because they just weren't ready for this.
Yeah.
Because this is a lot. This
Yeah.
is what we do, how we do things. I'm a certain way too. I move very fast. Like,
Yeah.
we got to go do this tomorrow. You ready? Well, I'm tired. Well, then stay back.
Yeah.
I got to go. who am I to tell you go? Like, I can't make you want this shit more than I do.
Hell
Like,
no.
like if you don't see the value in this, step back then. Like, I can't force you. I can't beg you, and I will never ask you to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, we have this. You ready? I don't know. Dad told me everything.
You can't have that around you, bro. You can't have that hesitation around you. That, or the anchor. You call it an anchor.
Yeah, my dude told me, like, you're going to enter this new chapter of your life. There's that door, right?
Mm-hmm.
But 9 times out of 10, that door is only meant for you to go through it.
Yeah.
And the people that get left behind were not meant for it or not ready for it. So they stood back. So then when my boy Jose told me that, I'm like, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a lot of people that are not ready for this next step.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, when I opened that door and I went through it, there's some that stayed back because they just weren't ready for it.
Yeah.
And again, it's not everybody needs to. I understand that now. Like, as much as I want to carry you and, bro, we need to do this. It's like, man, why am I begging someone to be a part of my journey and part of my dream?
You can't.
Either you have like-minded people like you guys here that are on here on this day again. It's like, you could have been doing 10,000 other things, bro.
Yeah.
And you're here now.
Yeah.
Who am I to say you don't see this the way I see it?
Yeah.
And yeah, we've been, we had a new addition to our team too. But that new addition, Jack was like, she came in, she knew it. She's like, she knows her role, she knows what she needs to provide, and man, it's been a trifecta, man. We got them. Sick. Our new videographer, Raul, our manager, and it's just like everybody here is like, that's my family.
Clicking.
Yeah. So if there's people that I ride or die for, it's them and my kids and my family.
Love that.
But that's why it's like, can't leave it behind now. Can you imagine?
Hell
it's that quote, like, if the same people you start with is the same people you can eat a nice steak dinner with, and who am I to say, well, you could come with me, but you're not going to get a steak.
Yeah.
Right, that's
They're going to be like, oh, never mind then, fuck that fool.
Yeah.
So, but everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a judgment. Everybody can say this, that about you. But as long as you know who you are,
it's all that matters.
Yeah.
You're talking about your team and how, your team is so, like, I guess I would say perfect or just fits, right?
Yeah.
I've found that it's complicated, that situation, creating a team, because, I forgot the correct phrase, but there's a phrase that's like, you could be very driven, be very successful on your own.
Yeah.
But you could build empire with the team.
Facts.
And when you're building a team, it's so complicated, because I said a little bit ago, like, your vision could be fucked up when you have other people that have other visions.
Yeah.
So how do you pick your team?
Man, I think if we go through like a little set of a test, like, hey, we gotta go do this day at this time. Are you available? Yeah, I'm good. So my team now, if we have like yesterday, bro, I mean, we all have lives, we all have personal things, and we shot from 2 p.m. all the way to almost 9 p.m.
Damn.
And then last week we had shot from 2 to 11. The next day we went out and we shot from 8 in the morning all the way to like 6 p.m.
Jeez.
Boom. They knew the get down. They know what it is. But I come to the same conclusion of, you can't have a good team without having a good leader.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't tell you, hey, be there at 8 in the morning and get all set up, and I'm over here walking in like my shit don't stink because I do this. No. I'm there with you at 7:30. I'm there with you at 8 in the morning. I'm there setting up the camera, the cables. The only thing that I'm good at certain things, so I'm not good at everything. So like right now, I'm even texting my videographer, and he was up at 3 in the morning last week editing. I'm up at 3 in the morning editing.
Damn.
I'm like, yeah, you're getting your feet wet on this, but I've been doing this.
Yeah.
I'm working too, so I can't tell you, hey, go get that done, and I'll be over here taking a nap. Nah, bro, I'm up too. Whatever we need, we got to get working. So it's just seeing things for the way they are. I'm not trying to pretend like shit is all gravy, because we all have attitudes, we all have personas, and sometimes me and my best friend, we step on each other's toes, but hey, we know we come to work and we know what we got to do, but I show everybody love.
Yeah.
I break everybody off the best way I can. I invite everybody out. I pay for everybody when I can, and if we're gonna go to a certain place, I don't forget about nobody. Like, we go to San Diego, and it's not like, oh, out of 5 of us, only 3 of us can go. No, we all going. We all going. We all getting a suite. We all staying. We go to dinner. I get the dinner, and again, how we were saying earlier, I have a team that I pay this round, and my boys, we're not leaving until I get around.
Yeah.
Say less.
Love that.
Or like we had gotten like a bottle at El Chingon, but it was my thank you to them. Like, dude, we just finished this big project.
Yeah.
Let's splurge a little.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous. I should never be doing that. Like, I don't know how you guys do it, but
Yeah.
I saw that account. I was like, oh shit, that's how much. But it's just like, they're like, nah, you don't need to. I'm like, I want to give you guys that
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
But building a team, it takes a while because you're going to go through ups and downs. You're going to have the good and bad moments. Your real team stays with you during the bad moments, and they're ready to go when the good moments come.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been through shit together, and now that we get to like experience this amazing opportunities, like they're there and they're like,
Yeah.
we understand.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of communication.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
that's
it.
key.
Let's this is the get down. This is the pricing. This is this.
Yeah.
I don't ever hide anything from them. I tell them everything that's happening, and
Yeah.
they know.
I love that. That's how I do business, especially nowadays. Like, I'm very upfront, very straightforward, and that's why people respect me and love doing business with me, because I tell them for what it is and so there's no fairy tale or like false expectation. That makes
Yeah.
sense. And I feel like as a leader or someone that's in front of everything, you have to do that, or else there's gonna be a lot of people who's like, well, I mean, we were talking about this before, but when money comes into play, it causes a lot of complications.
Money would change you.
Yeah, bro.
Money would change you.
And you guys, and you're definitely going to get to a point, clearly, where you're headed, where so much money is going to be coming in. You know, I don't know if you thought about this, but, you know, when a lot of money comes in, bro, it's going to cause a lot of people to start to feel a type of way, start to feel more entitled.
Oh, yeah.
Start to, you know, cause unnecessary problems.
Yeah.
And you
What's
know,
that
are you prepared for that? Like,
I think money doesn't change you. Money exposes you.
mhm.
Yeah.
Money exposes you who you
Agreed.
really are.
I agree.
And you know, like I said, I have a transparent thing with my group: 10%, 15%, 20. This is the amount. This, and I don't hide it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, these like one thing is like all a man has is his word, bro.
Yeah.
And if I break that shit every time, and then if I don't, then I'm nobody.
Yeah.
I'm not I cannot maintain my team. And am I ready for it? I don't think nobody's ever ready for it, because I can't say I know what $1 million feels like until I have it.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know if I get $1 million and I'm rolling down my Benz, I want to make sure that my other people that are part of my team, they have their own way of getting a Benz. Like either they have a Benz or they have something similar to it, or they use that money for whatever. Like, but the brand, me get my money, but they get their even payout, because I'm no one to say, well, I got $1 million and you only get 1,000.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, like, let's make it correctly on everything on paper, everything right. You get this. So at the end of the day, there's no resentment, there's no problems, and especially not letting money get in our way. Like, one thing, it's like, if you're counting my pockets or you're worried about money and we're gonna let this relationship break, I'd rather not have it.
Yeah.
But it's just, I believe money gets in the way of a lot of people when they're just not transparent.
Yeah.
When they're just not honest about it, they're not real about it, and hey, you did all the work, yet you're only gonna get pennies on the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Then at that point, why work with you?
Yeah.
You know, so that's why, like, yeah, we get paid now doing social media, but who am I to say that they don't get their own even break?
Yeah.
They all got families, they all got a living, they all got their own ways. So I'm not one of them, like, to be like, oh, well, I'm the gatekeeper, I got everything. We made 1,000, I keep the 1,000. Nah, I think you get this, and we're all good. You got your own money.
Yeah.
Especially as a man, bro. Like, me as a person, as a man, like, if I don't have money and I'm letting someone else pay for me all the time,
I could never do it.
bro.
I won't even go anywhere, bro. I'm not going anywhere. I can't stand
What's that
on.
meme of, like, the girl that has the money and she's paying and the guy's behind her holding her
just
waist?
hugged up.
Right there. Oh, you got this, right? And I'm just
That's
like,
funny as
I can,
fuck.
bro. And when you're around broke people, you'll get those type of motherfuckers.
But like me, I don't even take, like, I tell people all the time, like, I don't even take gifts. Like, you know what I'm
hate
saying?
it.
So like, even
I'm
like
an
all
awkward
my
person to
like
receive gifts.
chicks I dated in a lifetime and all that, like, they hated it because like they'd be like, oh, I'm gonna get you this. I'm like, don't. I don't care.
Oh, what do you want for your birthday?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nah, for real. What do you want to? I want to stay home.
Yeah.
If you want to give me something, give me some
Simple.
peace and time.
Yeah. Simple.
That's
Simple.
it.
Maybe a
Simplicity.
6-pack.
No, like I've always like been awkward with receiving gifts, you know. I don't know why. I actually don't know why. Like,
I know
but
why.
when I give gifts, I give great gifts. Like I spend money. I really put thought into whatever gifts, because I don't know. Like I don't know why I'm like that.
I feel like I haven't did enough to like receive a gift in my life. Like in the sense of like in my head, like I haven't did enough to just be rewarded and sit back and take rewards
I
yet.
feel like I got everything. Like your presence is good to me. Life is good to me. Like, don't give me nothing. Even fuck it, a pair of shoes, $100. Don't splurge. Don't nothing. Like how you said, all I need is a peace and quiet.
Yeah.
That's chill.
Like my life is just like on my birthdays, I go to work, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing today? Your
regular
birthday's
day.
on a Thursday, Friday. What are you doing? Oh, my kids,
Yeah.
chilling.
Yeah.
I may go out on the weekend, but again, it's with everybody.
Yeah.
We have a thing with my parents. We go to Benihana. It's simple
Dope.
for us,
Yeah.
bro. Like
Fire food though.
let's go to Benihana. Let's
Yeah.
go enjoy our time. And well, we gotta. I personally, I don't know about you guys. I've never threw myself a party. I've never sent out a message like, "Come to my 28th birthday bash."
I've always said
and
I'm gonna throw a party. That's something every year I'm like, hey, this year, cause like I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna throw a stripper bowl for my for my birthday
Lit.
this year for my 30th. But then I was like, every year since I was like 26, I've been like, I'm gonna throw a stripper bowl. I'm gonna throw a stripper bowl.
Yeah.
That's the only time I said I was gonna throw a party and never did.
I've never liked it. Have you throwing yourself parties?
No. Like what I do for my birthday is like I hit my close friends or whatever, a group message, and I'll be like, yo, let's go to dinner.
Yeah.
I don't wait for anyone to tell me that I want to take you to dinner. I'm just like, let's just go to dinner, celebrate a minimum. We used to go a little crazy, but nowadays we don't.
Yeah.
But I don't like look forward to my birthday or certain things as much as like your average person. I think it's because to me it's like another day.
Oh my
You
God,
know what
it's
I
my
mean?
birthday month.
Yeah. I'm gonna celebrate all
Relax,
month.
relax,
All week.
yes.
Oh, yo, chill.
Like, something cool about like my group of friends that I had.
Yeah.
Like this time around, bro. I turned 28 last October.
Okay.
And I went to work. I went to coaching. I saw one of my friends early in the day, and I'm like, nothing to it, bro. I think it was a Thursday. Nothing to it. I get home to my mom's, and sure enough, someone knocks on the door. Boom, boom, bro. It's my 5 group of friends.
Oh,
They
sick.
came brought me a cake for the first time ever. 28 years of life.
Oh shit.
That's
And
dope,
I'm like, fuck.
That's a memory right
That's
there.
a memory. That's forever.
Yeah.
And that's what I told him. I was like, damn, in 28 years, this never happened to me.
Yeah.
But I've always had a thing like I'll never throw a party because I don't want to invite 100 people and I don't even talk to 100
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
I maybe talk to
a couple.
10, 15.
Yeah.
Like close every day. But even at our baby shower, bro, my baby mom was mad at me. But I was like, who are you inviting? She's like this. I was like, I've never met him. Never talked to him.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do I want him here?
Yeah.
So like I'm very, I guess in a sense, petty too. Like
Yeah.
if I don't talk to you, if you don't change my life, you don't.
That's
I
a
don't
Mexican
feel
like
shit,
that's-
bro.
I don't feel like that's petty. That's just being real.
to others it's
No.
petty.
Like,
Hey.
Like my dad was like my parents were starting inviting people, and I'm like, I don't talk to them. I've
Yeah.
never talked to them in like 4 or 5 years. No, but it's family. I don't care.
Yeah.
that's like saying what's up to somebody that you don't like.
Yeah.
That's like being fake. Just like I said, I'm not a fake person,
No,
so I can't. I feel you.
I
on
can't.
that.
Yeah, like I really can't. Like
Yeah.
I know you're here, and I don't know what it is, bro. But like even if I don't like you and I know you're gonna be there, I won't go. I save myself the time.
You know
Yeah.
what? Like, all right. I grew up very family tight,
Same.
but after like a certain point, like, everyone moved out of California and everyone separated. But, when I had my baby shower, I invited people, but I mainly invited my close friends.
Yeah.
Because those are the people I spend 360 days out of the year with. You know what I mean? And yeah, I invited some family members that I talk to every now and then.
Yeah.
But some of the family members that I didn't invite, they're like, why didn't you invite me? I'm like, dude, I talk to you like once a year. You know what I mean?
It's been a year, bro. Look at your message.
So what does it matter
Yeah.
if you miss my baby shower?
Yeah.
To me personally. And then one thing too, sorry to cut you off.
No, go for it.
One thing too is, bro, is like, I just don't give a like the whole thing of I invite you and you're like, the day before you got to give me a lame excuse. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, I just don't give a fuck to want to deal with that. So personally, I don't give a fuck if there's only 5 people at my baby shower. Those 5 people are my real fucking people. Yeah. My ones I fuck with.
Yeah.
They only really matter.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So to me, it's like I never really cared. But I mean, don't like my baby shower. Like, bro, there was probably only like 3-4 family members and like 4 or 5 friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the rest, all the other 50, 60 was her family members. And I didn't give a fuck. I had a great fucking time because the ones that mattered were
Yeah.
fucking there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just what matters to me.
As corny as it sounds, it's not the place, it's the people.
Yeah, bro.
That's a clip. I'm telling you right there.
Yeah.
Nah, but it like I stand on it, man. And I've always said something like us as dads, we know. And I told my since the rip, I don't want nobody in my son's life, my kid's life that I don't talk to.
Yeah.
That I don't fuck with.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're family. I don't care if they're longtime friends. This, that, and that. I don't want them. Like I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, mijo, this is so and so. They haven't been around in 5 years, but
Yeah,
they're
but they're
here
here
now.
for you.
But they're here now.
That's your auntie.
Oh hell no,
or your
bro.
uncle.
It's like I have family members that, man, if I see them, I won't shake their hand, and I've
Yeah.
done it already. And
Yeah.
my mom's like, dude, you gotta.
I don't have
care,
to do
bro.
nothing.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
We're all grown adults. We're all
Yeah.
grown people.
Yeah.
Friends too. Like I said, if I know this person is gonna be there and I don't fuck with them, have a great day. I'm
Yeah.
not there. I stay home.
Yeah.
And that's the only time now. The only time we go out is if it's worth it, if it's something very important. But if not, if I don't like you, I won't say hi to you. I won't fuck with you. I'll let it be known that I'm not gonna fuck with you. And it's just like, oh well, you don't gotta be an. I have to.
Yeah.
If not, that I feel like if you're too nice, people take advantage.
No,
Yeah.
that just comes
Oh,
back to having like a
facts.
strong mental, for real. Like, because a lot of people don't have that strong mental, and they'll still be like, "Well, fuck it, he's gonna be there. I mean, I guess I'll
Yeah,
still
like,
go."
oh,
Or-
we need him. I don't need you. I don't.
Yeah.
Like, if I got to take a little longer to process, it's all right for me. But I'm not gonna take in like just hold back just because I may need. I don't
Yeah.
need you. I've learned how to do this. It may take me a while, but
Yeah.
there's no way, bro. Like,
So I gotta ask that because I have that I don't need anything or anyone type of mindset.
yeah,
Is that good or is that bad? Both of
think-
you guys.
I think it's great.
What do you think?
yes and no, I
Yeah.
guess, because sometimes your head could be too far up your ass. Sometimes
Yeah.
if you're not humble and stuff like that, you can be really too far up your own like shit to like realize what's really going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the give or take because I can help you, but then I may hold this over your head.
Mm-hmm.
And would you remember when I helped you?
Yeah.
And you're gonna do this now?
Yeah.
It's like, wait, I thought you helped me because
Like
Yeah.
you really
you
care.
care,
Out of
fool.
the strength
You
of
know?
love and
Out of-
just
yeah, like,
being kind.
if I help you, I expect nothing in return. Nah,
Yeah.
bro, let me break. Your friendship is enough for me.
Yeah.
Your loyalty is enough for me. But then there's some like, remember that last time I helped you out with $20?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need that back and then some. What?
Honestly, like the I don't need anything or need anyone attitude, for me, I carry that very well and very strongly.
Yeah.
The only thing I could say, the only con I could say about it is like carrying that into relationships.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Like, I need you and I want you.
Yeah.
Well, I want you. I just don't need you.
Yeah.
Like,
Because then, okay, so I'll break it down even deeper. Then it becomes a little selfish. That makes sense? Because
Yeah.
it's like, I'll find someone else.
yeah.
Or I don't need to deal with this shit. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
That's true.
And I love that I don't have the I don't need anything. I feel like all entrepreneurs should have that mindset.
Yeah.
Because you have to prioritize, you have to sacrifice, you have to give shit up, and you have to put certain things forward, and that's being selfish, you know? And that's basically, I feel like any entrepreneur should be like, I'm going to make it without anyone or anything. You got to have that, and then you got to realize you got to build a team.
You gotta be willing to be alone, bro.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
I think this journey about entrepreneurship, as much as you may have partnerships and a team, like that shit's a lonely road too.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only person that goes home with your mindset, your headspace, your emotions is you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Hell
if
yeah.
you don't have a strong mindset and emotion,
Mm-hmm.
this business gonna break you.
Yeah, bro.
This life is gonna break you. Because imagine you only have $100 in your account and you know you got to pay 1,000 at the end of the week.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Are you
You're
just gonna give
fucked.
it up, or
Yeah.
it's like having a nice car outside, bro, and your payment of 1,000 is coming, and you only have 500. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna let that shit go to Operation Repo and end up on the show, or are you gonna go and get it?
Yeah.
And one of my guys, like, I love Yukons and I want to buy one. He was like, so if you get one, how much is it pay? I was like, I think it's like 1,200, 1,400.
Yeah.
So if you buy it, you're not gonna pay him. Like, well, yeah, I gotta figure it out, right?
Yeah.
It's like that's exactly why
Yeah.
you're gonna push. So I think kind of tying everything that we've been saying too. Like my lifestyle has gotten a little more expensive. I love nice dinners, nice places. So what does that mean? I just got to make more in order to survive that.
Yeah.
Double to cover it.
Double the cover. You know, I
I've
don't want
always
to go
thought
back
like
to the
that.
same thing,
Yeah.
bro. Like, it's not that I can, but
Yeah.
if I already have this expectation, I've been living like this.
Yeah.
Why go back down? That just means I got to work a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people are willing to do that.
No.
You know?
No, not a lot, bro. I mean, I don't ever want to go back. I want to keep going up. I want to keep making more money. I want to keep doing better things in life. I want to be able to provide even more for family members that I haven't maybe helped out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, I kind of want to bring up, because I had an argument with my brother, because you just brought it up, but about the whole, like, doing favors for people and people asking for a favor back a year later or throwing it in your face. I had an argument with my brother the other day about my younger brother. I have two brothers.
Oh.
And my other brother, my second oldest brother, is going through some shit right now. And he came to my house and he was like mad at my baby brother because he didn't want to help him. And then he's like, I've done so much for him. Like, I'm going through a lot. Like, he should be there for me. And you want to know what I told him? I said, bro, he doesn't need to be there for you. I was like, as shitty as that sounds, no one needs to be there for you. I was like, you're going through something where you need to handle eternally. You can't take out your frustration. You can't lash out. You can't try to cause a fight with family members because you're going through it. You know, and I had to tell him that because, you know, I've been through a lot of shit and I deal with my own shit. I'm the type in the family that you might think I'm doing amazing, but this whole time I've been doing shitty. Because you think I'm getting money and because money is happiness and money is everything. No, with money there's problems, politics, complications, more problems, you know. Yeah. But, you know, I'm having this conversation or arguing with my brother and I'm telling him, he's saying, oh, I've done this for him. I've helped him out. I even put money in his pockets. I'm like, Ray, I've done so much for you, bro, more than add up all the family members. I've done way more, add them all up times 10 for you, and I've never asked for a dime, never thrown it in your face. And I feel like I'm like that, and I love that about myself because I don't ever want to kick someone down.
Yeah.
I don't want to ever make someone feel like they owe me something.
Yeah.
Because no one owes me nothing. No one owes you nothing. Whether you feel entitled to that, no one owes you nothing.
Yeah.
No one has to help you, bro.
Yeah, especially when, like, you involve, like, money. Like, I got to know, and you got to kind of keep in mind, like, if I let you the $300-400 because you need them, it's a donation, bro. I know that shit ain't coming back.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing that could ever happen, the worst person is someone that's getting charged.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, like, remember you owe me the nah, fool, I can't get you that right now. It's two different people now. Oh, you needed me, and now that, you know, I'm asking you for what's mine, now I'm the bad person because I'm asking you for it. So it's, if I give you something, it's out of, like, just my heart. Like, I got you, bro. Like, don't worry about it. And I've done it, bro. I've done it with certain individual that, you know, we talked about prior.
Right.
Not once after everything was done was like, hey, well, you owe me this much.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Hey, good luck to you. Hope everything goes well. Just not back on this side, dog. And especially if you're going to throw it in my face, then I knew this was it was a give or take type of relationship. I give you this, you give me that. And if I don't give you that, then we get this type. But that's why it's like money. Bro, I lost a friend for $60.
Yeah.
$60. No. But was he not going out with his girlfriend over the weekend? Or he was out.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, bro, like, I didn't need it, but I'm like, hey, bro, like, you know those $60 I let you the other day? You said you're gonna pay me today.
Yeah.
Bro, is it cool if I send you half tomorrow and half at the end of the week?
What
half of 60.
Half of 60.
You just went to Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, that's $40 right there.
Way more than 60.
Instead of playing the fucking games, you could have given me my money.
Yeah.
And this is a grown person, and that's that old school movie. And the guy was like, "Oh, he owes me $10," and he was like, "You can go and get him for the $10, or you just pay $10 to lose a friend."
Yeah.
I lost a friend for $60.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, never
that ain't
again,
shit.
Bro. Never again. And
Yeah.
It's like, it gets very, again, like the owing people something, and me and my friend were like, I don't have expectations from people no more, bro. I hope, I really hope this works out, but if it don't, it doesn't surprise me anymore.
Yeah.
And I think I used to be a very hopeful person, like, oh man, I need this to work and I need you guys around, and then when you don't show up the way I need you to, I get disappointed. Now I'm like,
I don't think like that.
I hope so, bro, but I already know this may not work, and if it doesn't, I gotta keep it moving, keep it stepping.
That's why you can't have expectations for anyone, bro.
You get let
You
down,
can't.
bro. 9 times out of 10, people let you down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they come with the, man, I'm sorry.
The biggest excuse.
Why?
Yeah.
Why are you sorry now?
Yeah.
You should have been sorry before you did it.
Right.
I think Kevin Gates, he's the one that said it. Like, I know my repercussion before I do the action, and I'm either good with the bad side or the good side before I do it. And I take that pretty in consideration a lot of times. Like, I know what I do prior to hand, so when I say, if I ever said, "Oh, I didn't know what I was doing,"
Yeah.
yeah, you did.
Everybody knows. Right?
Everybody.
Oh, bro, I was drunk. Nah, there's
This happens
That's
so
true
many
intentions
times.
when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what people don't understand.
There's 3 people that would always tell you the truth: a little kid, someone that's drunk, and someone that's mad. That's the truth. Mm-hmm. And if you said it at either one of those,
Yeah.
I
It's
knew
the
it.
truldruth.
Especially little kids, bro. They won't. Oh,
They're
you
not
fucking
holding
fat.
back.
Oh, fuck.
They'll hold- there's no filter.
They humble your ass real quick. Yeah, my daughter
Yeah,
was like,
no,
"Whoa, you're eating all my snacks." I was like, "Fuck, I am."
Nah, my son called me broke. He said my truck doesn't go off roading. I was like, yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. But again, it's just, it's a simple phrase that I took into very like consideration a lot. Like,
Yeah.
little kids, someone that's mad, someone that's drunk. So if you told me this while you were mad or drunk, I know that's how you really feel, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't blame you. You could do it, but just don't pretend to come eat at my table and be fake about it.
Right.
It's just, it's not right. Like, what is that? Marlon Wayans said, like, everybody deserves to eat, but just not everybody at your table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah,
I fuck with that.
you know?
I've heard that saying before, bro. I like sayings like that allows me to like go into deep thoughts about shit. You know what I mean? And that's why I like your content, because like you guys talk about shit that allows me to think about shit, and I love to think. I'm a
Yeah.
deep thinker.
What our content is for you to relate to it when you, maybe people in your circle and around your life may not be like willing to talk about shit. You know, as men, I don't want to talk about emotions and feel weak next to some big dogs because they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But when we get home
Yeah.
and no one's around and you're all by yourself, you get into that headspace. Like,
Yeah.
it's men have the highest suicidal rate. Why is that? We battle a lot of we fight a lot
I've
of
heard
silent
that
battles.
before.
Yeah.
So it's not that you're weaker or you're less. It's just like, hey, bro, you're human.
Yeah.
Especially when it has to do with things that hurt you internally, like your kids, your family, your own self not feeling worthy. It's just one of those things where it doesn't make you less of a man.
Yeah.
But I always say, just don't use it as an excuse not to do it.
Yeah.
Like, if today I'm depressed and sad.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not going to work.
Yeah.
So you're not going to work. You're losing out on money. Now you can't feed your kids. So
And
that's
you're
your excuse.
depressed. Yeah.
It's all right. Save it for later.
I've had a lot of moments where I've sat there and I'm like, fuck, like
Yeah.
I'm fucking going through it, man. Like really going through it, bro. Recently too. And I'm like, this is probably the first time in I'm 34 and 33 years that I've actually acknowledged that I'm going through depression.
Yeah.
And I was talking to my friend Ruben. They know him. He's like one of my right hand mans I've known since high school. But besides him and Slim and sometimes Mac, like I don't really express myself. But it's because I trust them and we could relate, and I have confidence within our conversation that I open up. And I'm like, dang, like I've never been suicidal. I've never thought about killing myself or hurting myself. I've always like told myself like I'm just gonna get through it, I'm gonna keep working and shit like that. But when like to really like express and acknowledge that I'm dealing with depression is like weird. It's abnormal because it's like I feel like as men I was kind of raised traditionally where you don't look weak, you don't think weak,
You don't talk about this.
You're a grown man, you don't talk about shit. Keep it pushing. You know what I mean? And to realize that and tell myself that I'm going through this shit, and I don't know, bro. Like it's weird.
I feel like it just it builds another shield around you, bro. Like, you've been through this, you already acknowledged it, and the best thing you could ever do for yourself is acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Today I'm not good. I haven't been good. I've been going through this. All right, how can I fix it?
Yeah.
Now, as a man, as a person, it's up to you to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
The only person that crawls into that fucking hole is you, and the only person that can get you out is you.
Facts.
I could put the ladder out for you to get out, but unless you're willing to climb it,
Yeah.
I can't, bro.
Yeah.
Like, me and my guys, we have a thing where like we're emotional fucking creatures, and there's days where we're just not good. But
Yeah.
our sign, hey bro, you want to go get a drink?
Yeah.
It's not the drink that I want to go. I just want to sit with my boys.
Yeah.
I just want to sit there.
Yeah.
and be
Facts.
there. Hey, so we know if one of us that says, hey guys, you guys want to, all right, we're there.
Yeah.
Cool. It's just us sitting, laughing, chilling. It's like, all right, cool. Like I'm with the people that I know will never judge me or hold this shit against me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
us as guys, I probably will never go to therapy.
Yeah,
Like
I don't
I've
think
been
no.
recommended and you should do that and do that. But I'm
Yeah.
like, why pay extra amount to talk to someone that doesn't know me?
And they have a therapist.
And they got a therapist.
You know
So
what
I'm just
I mean?
like,
It makes no sense.
and respect to everybody that doesn't. And I heard great things about it. Maybe right now, my point of life, I won't do it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I acknowledge my feelings really good. I talk on my podcast, and that's my therapy. But I go to work.
Yeah.
Like I don't wake up tomorrow Monday and I don't feel good today.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta
Who
go.
cares?
I gotta go.
You know, like I always tell people don't even think therapy. I feel like you just want someone to listen to your problems.
But I think it's also because people don't have that. Mm-hmm. People don't have people to listen.
You're
to.
right. And me personally, like I didn't. Like there was a long period of time where I dealt shit personally, but it wasn't until I started getting closer to 30 and being comfortable with the people around me where I said, these are my fucking guys.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna fucking judge. They're not gonna judge me. You know what I mean? So I could talk to them.
Yeah.
And you know, I love that. I love that I have my boys that I could talk to. And shit, I talk to my boys about deeper shit than I would ever talk about to someone I'm dating.
Yeah.
I know that sounds crazy, but I don't know, bro. I don't feel judgment when I talk to my guys. You know what I mean?
And you shouldn't. You should be able to be comfortable,
Yeah.
trustworthy.
Oh, and then one thing too, you guys, like I want to tell you guys and the other people, like how I deal with my depression, bro, is I deal with it. I don't try to run from it. I deal with it. I figure out what the problem is, and then I try to substitute that with good shit.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Facts.
I feel like when you try to run from it mentally, it's only gonna hurt you even more in the long run. And you know, the days I wake up and I'm like, fuck, like, you know, like I don't got nothing in me. I'm like, nah, get on my phone, you know, wake the fuck up, go work out, set up meetings, make sure, you know, do shit. You know, be there for my son, wake him up, take him to school, you know, plan my day. Like, I try not to slow down. I try not to let myself defeat myself. I won't never.
Yeah.
Won't ever.
How do you deal with that?
It's a never ending battle, to be honest. I feel like the way I deal with shit, it's a little bit more different. Cause I open up to these guys, I talk and I do like that. But me personally, like, I just like to work on my cars, bro. So like, I'll go out back, I'll go deal with that, and I'll just not talk to myself, but kind of just run down all the scenarios of what's really
Reflect.
what's really got me feeling like this. It was in my, like, did I do something to do it, or can I help make it better?
Yeah.
Just shit like that. But most of the time, if I'm alone to myself and I can like think about it and really think it out, most of the time it brings me out. Like just like recently, when they stole both my cars, and then I lost my page, and then shit just kept going downhill. I took a L, like, you know what I'm saying? I lost 100K. Like, it's like, bro, you just steady going down. But like, shit, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm at a pod on a Sunday. I'm still doing this. I'm still showing up. I'm still, you know what I'm saying, still able to fucking, if I want to go out, do this and do this. But,
You can, yeah.
you know, it was hard. It was tough. It was tough getting through it because I felt like, I was like, maybe this is the end. But it was just, I needed to slow down. That's all it was. He was just showing me that, like, hey, you're moving too fucking fast.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw this shit right here in front of you, and this is going to slow you down. And that's how I thought about it. Because, I mean, I was doing hella shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I was like, it was like, fuck, I appreciate that. Because I just had a daughter. So, it's like, all this kind of happened right before my daughter came. And it's like perfect. Because now I'm like, I'm more in tune with everything around me. I'm slowed down. I'm doing this. I'm watching this. I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? I kick people out that I didn't need in my fucking shit.
That's
you
right.
know? So that's how I feel like I deal with shit. Like, I know it's a little different. People be like, oh, you should talk to somebody, you should do that. But shit, I'm from the military. We never talked about shit. And that's why a lot of soldiers in the military deal with mental health, because they don't understand that, like, you don't have to listen to what these older people said and talking about, hey, close it up, deal with it, string up your boots, keep on walking. Like, no, like, sometimes you do need to talk to some people. Sometimes you do need to talk to yourself. It may sound crazy, but when you're talking to yourself and you hear it out loud and you hear what's actually, you're like, oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I can get through this. I've been through worse.
Yeah.
Gotta,
What about you, bro? How do you deal with depression?
man? I fight that shit on my own, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I think I sit with my thoughts. I how you said, I used to run away from it, and that brought me into a deeper spiral. But now I turn around and I face it. And if I could change what's happening, cool. And if I can't, I let it go. There's certain things I can control. There's certain things I can't. And I got to make sure whatever I can, I do it. And whatever I can't, I got to let go. Yeah, it affects me still. But, I fight that, bro. I think us as men, us as the way we are, I thrive in it. I'm going through this shit. I got to get myself out. I thrive in it. I fight, bro. And then I don't give up. As easy as it is, as easier as it is. And the thoughts have been in my head, like, you know what? Why am I doing this? Why am I going through this again and again? Never mind. But now it's sit in my thoughts, reflect everything that's happening in my life, be surrounded with the right amount of people, the right love around me, and I know there's a brighter day coming. I just got to make it. Yeah. I don't know if it's in a day, in a week, a month.
It's not going to rain forever, man.
Man, it never does. And when it does finish raining, man, those flowers blossom, bro. And that's when life gets better.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's again, it's just timing, bro.
Yeah.
God's timing.
Yeah.
I go through this because He's getting me ready for what's coming. So that's why I'm like, sometimes I question it, but I trust Him at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It gets a little cloudy, it gets a little rough, but hey, if things that are worth it, we gotta go through things first.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I think that's fuck, I watch too much shit, bro. I think Mayweather's mom had said it. If you don't go through the bad times, you never know what good times look like.
I
agree.
That's very true.
You're hopeful and you have faith, bro.
Mandatory.
You got to, and that's literally how you're gonna get through shit. You know. So yeah, yo, I hope you guys love this episode.
Yes,
I definitely love this episode. Definitely great conversations. If you guys haven't, please like the video, subscribe, drop a comment, and appreciate you for pulling up, my guy, for real. Make sure you guys check out his pod, check out his TikTok, his Instagram. You know what I mean? Anything you want to say before we take off?
Man,
yeah, bless our viewers. Please.
Bless your viewers. Damn, I feel like we did everything today. We talked about everything, but again, I said it yesterday. If you have a dream, you got to go and get it. But you have to be willing to go through the mud just to make it happen. So, man, I'm proud of you guys for we're already winning. Like here on a Sunday, recording where we could have done 10 other things to do happen, and we're here. So it's, man, thank you for inviting me.
Thanks for coming,
my
guy.
For letting me bless you guys' page on this first episode.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you for coming.
Can't wait to see you guys on fucking episode 100, man.
I wanna say thank you, bro, for taking time out of your day.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? It's a Sunday, you guys. And we get into it. My guy's very busy, you know what I mean? But I appreciate your time, bro. Make sure you guys tap in with his pod, tap in with his TikTok, his Instagram, and check them out. They're doing a lot of big things, and they're gonna inspire you guys. They're gonna probably be able to relate to a lot of people more than you think, and it's a great fucking podcast that my boy's building right now.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys, and man, make sure everybody like, share, and subscribe. It's very important.
Slim, close it out.
Well, I ain't got real much. I'm just so baffled by so much of the stuff we talked about. I'm still processing all the good shit. But I'll say this: just stay true to yourself and true your means, and it's gonna come. I promise.
Yes, sir.
Trust God's time, baby. Let's go.